Hello, 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 and welcome to tonight's live art stream. I hope you're doing well tonight. This is Pearson here. I am the number one live art streamer in the world, and you're watching 500 Days of Drawing, and it is day 498. I'm still, you know what? We got some things we got to talk about. Actually, I don't even know if I'm going to talk about it because I'm going to be so busy drawing, I won't be able to comprehend or think coherently. So let's just kind of get today's drawing started. How about that? All right. Do some figure drawing, like always. Simple figure drawings. Keep it simple. That's how I like to do it. And we're going to do roughly, I don't know, 5 or 6 drawings. And I'm going to start out with some 2-minute gesture drawings. Starting now. All right. So this is a back pose. And I'm just trying to really kind of figure out how I want to do these live streams. You know what? Actually, no. That sounds so stupid. I'm trying to solve it. I'm trying to treat it like it's a problem that I can fix, right? And if you look at the evolution of everyone's YouTube channel, they've changed dramatically. Each year they're a little bit different. I mean, some people's formats are pretty similar from the very beginning. But if you look at like some of the older YouTube channels or Twitch channels, the formats and how they do their streams or videos have changed significantly. And what's funny is there's such a we've gotten to the point where like there's formulas to how to be successful in a YouTube platform, and a lot of it has to do, like, one way is to like choose a niche and to really go hard in that niche. And then there's other ones where you just keep producing content you make enough of it each day that it just no one can deny your perseverance. So this is my cruddy warm-up drawing here. Really not that good. Anyways, that's really bad. Running out of time, we're gonna move on to something else. So I'm kind of distracted. You're gonna find I'm gonna get really distracted right now because there's people are entering the house, and I really don't I don't have a designated place. I don't like have a place to kind of do these streams in quiet, right? I can't, like, I don't have privacy, which kind of it has its I'm not gonna say it has its perks. This is terrible, by the way. Oh my gosh. This is terrible. Good figure though. It'd be a nice figure to work from. So I'm in a position where I don't have a lot of privacy in my streaming platform. I don't have like a room. Well, I have a room, but it's not really geared for any of these things. I think a lot of people have that, but like I feel like I don't have like the I don't have that that at all privacy where I can't even be alone, is what I'm saying. Not like I can't be alone, but like I don't have, like, any minute now someone could come in the room and like harass me. Now, not like in a bad way, but the walls are paper thin. Literally, they're paper thin. I don't have any soundproofing. This room is congested as all heck. I have so many things. Partially because I'm running like an eBay business inside the inside the house. And anyone that does any type of eBay or any type of like reselling business knows that like you gotta have some room. And I really don't like. It's gotten better, but I don't know how much. I have so much inventory that I gotta process, and it's just taking forever to get through it all. Like, I have hundreds and hundreds of things I gotta process, and I'm only able to process. I'm only doing, I don't know. I'm doing about 5 to 10 a day. I don't do any more than I can possibly do. Any more than I don't. I do about. I process at least 5 items a day. That's my bare minimum. And then some words I can sometimes go upwards of 20 a day. But I've kind of dialed it back because it's just a lot of. I don't have a lot of available free time to sit back and do that. So I have to kind of choose my battles. This one's kind of good. You know, I have to choose my battles with regards to these, how much work I am able to process or work on, or how much I'm able to work on my eBay business. And I don't have all that time, a lot of time to work on it. And it's just what it is, man. It is what it is. And, you know, and I'm okay with it being that way. The goal is to, in the future, make it more of a full-time endeavor. But right now, if I only get X amount done each day, I'm fine with that. But the whole area, this whole place that I'm working in it's just so congested. I don't have any room to work, and I'm trying my best. So this one actually turned out pretty well. The reason why is because I've drawn that figure so many times, and it's not for lack of. It's not because I'm choosing these figures. The website I'm using has like a Rolodex of images that it allows you to draw from, you know, and typically what it does is it picks, even though it's random, it will pick. Since these are like the first few images, it will pick the figures that are kind of first in line. So I end up drawing a lot of the similar figures over and over again, which is actually a good thing. It allows me to kind of get better at it. So one thing I noticed that I do is I typically I draw the breast or the chest area on these women a little too high. I need to lower it down. And that's one of the things I've been noticing that I tend to kind of just do. It's kind of like a bad habit that I'm trying to kind of slowly wean myself off of. Where was I? Oh yeah, I'm just saying, like, the format for these live streams, even though they've gotten, I think they got a little bit better. I don't know. Maybe in a perfect world, I'll be able to sit back after my live stream, re-listen my live stream, and to write down what I need to do to make a better live stream, or what I needed to improve upon for the next live stream. That would be a perfect situation. But I don't have that luxury at the moment, and I don't know when I will, to be quite honest with you. This would have been a great drawing as well. It was just turning like I was just seeing things well. And I don't know if that will be, I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Quite honestly, I don't think I'm going to get to that point anytime soon, unless something like magnificent happens, like I get like some ridiculous amount of viewership, and I don't know, people like pay Patreon, give me money through Patreon, and I like give people like one-on-one tutorials or one-on-one like critiques or something. I don't know. Something would have to change in the formula before I would be able to I don't know where I was going. Change the format or devote more time to these. Uh, as in, like I would have to. Something would have to change to give me more access to time, so that I could sit back and like literally dissect what I'm doing wrong in these live streams. And I know what I'm doing kind of wrong on a kind of like a subconscious level. I kind of know, but I also know that I need to kind of sit down and um, write down what I need to do and focus on. And I know that I need to. That's not right. I know I need certain things. I need to focus on some things. I need to and and some things I need to change. But like a lot of it is the quality of these live streams is really based on my preparation, and quite frankly, I don't have that ability to prepare as much. Like I literally have to, once I set up the thumbnail and I set up everything else, I literally have to hit the record button and begin. And I've gotten better at chatting while I'm doing it, but there's some days you're just like, nah, you know, where you're just like, oh wow. So I'm gonna do a few more 2-minute figure drawings, 2-minute gesture drawings. Quite frankly, I haven't really gotten. I don't feel like I've really improved. I need to kind of probably be a little bit more what I'm doing right now, almost like gestural with the way I'm doing these figures. Although I fear that I'll get like these weird marks. I don't know. Maybe that's what I need to do, is kind of do more I don't know, gestural, more fluid strokes. But anyways, I'm gonna do a few more 2-minute 2-minute gesture drawings here, and then see what happens. But yeah, I still been pondering how I want to go about these live streams and how I want to go about my YouTube channel. I don't know what I want to do. And the problem is, everyone and their mother, right? Everyone on YouTube that's successful or has a successful is claiming that they have the formula on what you need to do. And perhaps there is a formula on certain things, as I said. I don't want it to treat it like a math problem, because if it's a formula, if you know what you have to do to kind of make a successful YouTube channel, and part of it has to do with editing, part of it has to do with algorithms. I think there's some things I'm missing. Quite frankly, there is. I want to be like I think it'd be vastly more interesting and more of a talking point to be like out of nowhere, I just got this massive ramping of success or viewership and subscribes because I just tipped the point. I did so many live streams that like YouTube could not ignore it. Like the algorithm, I shattered the algorithm. Like this guy's done so many live streams, and we can't like ignore it any longer. His channel has too many videos now. It just has too many. It's like he has too many videos. We have to start giving him views, because we don't, I don't know, like we're gonna break our computer. Like our programming does not allow for this many videos to be uploaded and not be not have anyone watch, or not throw people that might be interested in this stuff. I don't know. Give him fake viewers. Just start throwing this guy bots. Just give him bots. Give him something. You know, like I broke YouTube. I want it to be like that, where I just like one day I look at my my subscriber count. I'm like, that's like, you have 5 million subscribers, and I'll say to myself, that's a little bit more than normal. you know, uh, I wanted to be like that, where it's just like I just don't even know what to say about it. Like, oh my gosh, I did so I broke YouTube. They didn't even know what to do anymore. Like I broke it. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Kind of be like I break YouTube. So you're gonna find it's gonna take me a few minutes to actually get warmed up, and it did. All right, so let's go ahead and do some 5-minute figure drawings. I'm gonna stop this, and we're gonna do 5-minute figure drawings. We're gonna do about, I don't know, about three of them, maybe two, because sometimes what happens is I'll do a figure drawing that I actually like, or I'll do a drawing of that's starting to work really well, and I'll continue working on that. So this one is next. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go with this one a little bit differently. We're gonna be kind of really, we're gonna treat it very like kinetic. We're gonna be very kinetic with it and see what happens. You know, going to be a little bit more loose. Shrink it down a bit. All right. Trying to be loose with it. Like that. Sometimes it's good to kind of move around, you know, when you're drawing, and to kind of get loosen up. You notice that with these the previous drawings, those 2-minute ones, I probably need to treat my 2-minute ones like this one. That way, because the other ones were they're really what can you say? They're like they're rigid. You know, they don't have, they're really kind of overly rigid and so forth. I wanted to call my series, I wanted to, like, after this 500 days of drawing, what I wanted to do is like maybe make a series called The Daily Draw. I gotta see if that's copyrighted or something, because I don't want it to be like, I don't want to do them every day and then all of a sudden someone say, hey, you can't do that, you gotta pay me money. Because I want to see, because I want to be able to do that, and just, I don't know, something like where I just draw daily, you know, drawing daily with Pearson or something. I don't know, whatever you call it. So this is she's a very fit woman. She's got some abs, some very present abs, and she's wearing like a leotard or something, almost like kind of Tarzan, but only it's a chick, you know. And her leg, this leg is straight up and down. It's kind of straight like this, and then the other leg is kind of off to the side here, you know. Those are supposed to be knees. My knees! These, whoa! Whoa, don't do that. Those are the knees. And then her hair is right here and so forth. But I don't know. I'm gonna keep doing these live streams, and perhaps maybe they're gonna change in the next year. But I noticed that they keep changing. But I do like doing the figurative work. I might continue doing the figurative work. I want to do my 100 head challenge, but I don't know when to do that. I don't know. I got to sit down and really review my schedule. I got so many things I do all day long, and if I don't do those things, I don't have any. When I do those things, I don't have any other time to do anything else. It's a good and bad thing. Like, it's good that because I know what I'm going to be doing. It's bad because, like, It's bad because like I don't have any other time for anything new. I can't do a lot of things except for like on Sunday, but even then Sunday is kind of locked in. You know, you ever have those days where you're just kind of you just can't really do much else. And that's what it's like for me. Is like I know what I'm doing every day. It's a good and bad thing. It's good because, as I said, I don't have to make any guesswork on what I'm going to be doing from day to day. It's bad because I know what I'm doing each day. I can't really. There's not a lot of wiggle room for like doing other things, right? And I'm not going to get to her legs, by the way. I'm just not. It's kind of that's what happens when you have accept like a figure that it has kind of like. I think this is gonna be the last drawing. I'm gonna work on this one for my last time. This is gonna be the one I'm gonna work on. That's what kind of happens when you have a drawing that has kind of like accessories. Anyways, we're gonna try to draw a little looser on this one. I'm gonna try. It like my tablet doesn't really recognize. You see me moving my stylus right here? It doesn't recognize that I'm pressing anything, even though I am pressing. If this was a pencil, I would have so many lines. You know? I'll have like so many lines, but I don't on this one. Anyways, so who knows where these live streams are gonna go, and who knows where I'm gonna be by the end of the year. My goal for the end of the year is to get. I think I'd love. It'd be really cool if I were to get 2,500 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I think that would be a really good goal. If I can get 1,100 followers on my Instagram, I think that would be awesome too. But it'd be really nice to get, I don't know, 2,500 on YouTube, and then 1,100 on Instagram. Instagram's hard to get. If you didn't start Instagram early, or if you didn't start Instagram early, or if you did not start Instagram early, or if you're not a hot chick. So I'm not a hot chick, so I can't really use that. Since I'm not a hot chick, I can't use that as leverage to get more followers. So like, I mean, it sucks to say that. Like, it sucks to say that's how you do it. Like, I mean, there are a million great dancers on TikTok that are equally or better than Charli D'Amelio, like much better, and have much better like content. Like they just do the production quality is so much better, and they have a quarter or a tenth of the followers or followers as her. So I'm not saying it's fair, okay? I don't care about that. Like, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. That's the machine that's been put in place here. With how it works. And I'm not saying it's fair. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I think there's a lot more talented dancers out there. I think Jabbawockeez should probably. I don't know if the Jabbawockeez have a TikTok, but if they did, I think they should have as many followers as Charli D'Amelio, because the Jabbawockeez are flipping amazing. If you don't know who they are, they're the dance crew that wears those kind of like, they're just like white masks. Like, basically, but they're amazing. And if they don't have as many followers as Charli D, then the world's a terrible place. The world's not fair. But anyways, but then again, though, they I don't know. They oops. Yeah, I think it is what it is, though. What are you going to do? What are you going to do to change that? and people might get mad at me for saying that, but really, like, you got to see that Jabberwockies are amazing, and I think, and as I said, there's much better artists and dancers out there who don't get their due. And is that fair? I don't think it's fair, right? I don't think it's fair. If they don't strike a chord with the main population or the main people or like the viewers or something like that. Maybe they don't maybe they don't strike a chord, but also maybe they don't do enough. They don't put enough out there for people to really resonate with. This is not that good, by the way. I thought it was going to turn out good, and now it's not. But I'm going to work on it for a few more minutes. No, I'll work on this one. This is another one. We'll do another one. But yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's just how it is. And what are you gonna like? You can't be mad about it. I'm not mad that even that I've done this many live streams and I haven't really got the I don't know. Like maybe I expected it. Maybe I don't know. Uh-oh. Something's happening in the other room. Oh gosh, I can tell you this though. I'm like tightening up. And what happens when you're drawing, one of the worst things you can do when you're drawing is really locking up. You gotta, when you're first doing your first part of the drawing, you really need to be loose. You need to be loose. You need to be not spontaneous, but you just need to be really loose with how you're moving the pencil or the brush or whatever you're doing. It needs to be very fluid, and if you find yourself locking up, it can be very detrimental. And I tend to do it quite a bit, not because I want to, but it just kind of happens. The more I talk or et cetera, things kind of just slow me down. Talking, believe it or not, talking and drawing are not really a thing that you want to do at the same time. It's hard to do them simultaneously. It really is. That's why you'll see a lot of like live streamers. They're not talking all the time. A lot of artists not talking. Because I like to think of it like kind of like studying. When you're drawing, you're studying. You're reading a book. When you're reading a book, you're not like, you don't want to talk to people when you're reading a book. Or I liken it to kind of like your what would you call it? Kind of like, what if it's almost like doing math. It could be kind of like doing math. And oftentimes, I don't know about you, I know me personally, when I'm doing math, I can't talk. I have to really be focusing on the math problems, right? I can't like have a poignant conversation, a conversation that really, I can't really have conversations when I'm drawing or when I'm doing math. So the fact that I'm drawing and talking, I'm not even talking about what I'm doing. I'm just talking. That's very difficult. At least to me. There might be, I think there's a list. There's probably a bunch of people out there that are able to do it. But for me, it's very challenging to draw and talk at the same time. So notice what I did here. You see this right here, these little marks here. I found myself having to keep push the armpit area farther and farther back because I noticed that it wasn't like far back enough. So that's what I was noticing. like that. Um, this one actually, if I had more time, this one would be a very good. This one is starting out to be a very kind of a decent drawing. The way that it's, you know, kind of forming out to be forming, because her leg right here, that um something like this. Let's see, let's kind of move it right here. I'm gonna stop and we're gonna just work on this drawing a little bit more, or work on. Already I noticed what I did wrong. Like notice this right here, this whole area feels off. I don't think I got that right. Perhaps I pushed back her torso too much. I don't know. Or maybe this probably needs to be raised up a higher to account for the shoulder blade. I don't know. Now I made it look like she's got superhero delts. let's backpedal it a little bit. And let's kind of do something like this. Maybe if we were to add her arm in there. Like that. Maybe add her arm. And then this whole area. Like that. I don't think I did this right. I think that feels a little bit. It probably could be more like that. And the legs, we're just gonna kind of scribble this in like that. Anyways, there's a lot of problems in here. I know that I don't think I got her head's a little small, and the neck insertion's off. Like it feels like the neck, her head needs to be pushed back this way. But it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. And that's why we're doing these. A good thing to kind of do when you're doing these drawings is that notice when you're making those errors, and not worry about having to correct them, especially on these type of drawings where you're only spending a few minutes at a time, and that's the point. Anyways, that is it for the day. Let's see here. Woo-wee! Well, anyways, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you that watches and stops by. I got to get going. I really do. It's been nice. It's been real. It's been real fun. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow. I just want to wish you all the best and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Cheers.